Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Sunnie Avi, and I am here to do your daily reads for January 21st through the 23rd. Happy birthday to my Aquarius out there. We are in Aquarius this season, so let's see what this season has in store for us. Keep in mind that these are generals. The things that I talk about may not resonate with you, which should be alright. And just coming with my readings, I do talk fast, I do curse, and due to me reading for a lot of different energies, my readings can be pretty jumpy. And if you would like a personal reading, please go to www.thesunnyglow.com. Everything on my website is detailed, so you shouldn't have to ask me any questions. Yeah, thank you for everyone who has ordered a reading. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. So, all right, let's see what's going on for January 1st, 2020. All right, I feel for some of you, you may feel as if you are under pressure during this time. Maybe you want a better background, and you can take that how you want to. Maybe this is in regards to the way things look. Maybe you want things to be different. Maybe you are remodeling your home. Maybe you're changing up your furniture. Maybe for some of you, you wish that you were a different race during this time, or you're hearing others talk bad about their race, your race, whatever the case may be. Maybe for some of you, you are thinking about changing careers during this time, or you're on the fence when it comes to changing careers. Maybe for some of you, you are going on interviews during this time, and maybe you aren't really prepared on your interview. So you may feel as if you have done a bad job. Maybe the interviewer will feel as if you've done a bad job. Maybe you're going to be a bit stambly when it comes to your words, or just in general, maybe someone questions you. Oh God, I don't know why I'm hearing the word antagonizer. But maybe that's what I'm looking for, where it's like attorneys, or I don't know, like they question you. You know how, like, on those law shows, I think they're not called an antagonizer, are they? I don't know if they're called. I can't think. But yeah, maybe for some of you, you're questioned in regards to a legal incident. I'm also picking up that some of you, there may be an attraction to leopards during this time. Maybe you're dreaming of leopards as well. All right, so we have the Death card. I feel like many of you need to be aware of change, whether you like it or not. I'm picking up on the word subtle change, okay? Some of you may be in a predicament that requires a lot of change. Maybe you want change, or you're going through with change, but like you're going through the death process. Like you're going through kind of like the hard part, where it's like you have to let something go, or it's like you have to acknowledge what's hurting you and how to let that go. Maybe for some of you, you are dealing with an actual death, okay? Whether this has happened in the past or this will happen, okay? But regardless of the type of death, I do feel like many of you will go through a death during this time. I'm also picking up on the word purging, okay? There's this energy of needing to release. Okay, a good time to do shadow work. For some reason, shadow work has been popping up a lot for the past couple of days. But I'm also picking up that some of you may be working with oh my God, like its name is in my head. It's like I see the name, but I can't spell it. Saint Murer. I know I'm saying that wrong, but like the spirit of death. Some of you guys, you may be positioning to him. I feel like that's a masculine energy, so I associate the death spirit to a him. To each his own. But on another note, I am picking up that some of you be mindful of illnesses during this time. Regardless of your situation, regardless of the hand that you're being dealt with during this time, I'm picking up for 90% of you, it is going to be tough, okay? And I feel like, once again, regardless of the hand that you're being dealt with, know that sunshine is coming afterwards, okay? I am picking up, for some of you, there may be an issue with like like a, oh my God, I can't get my words out today. And that's kind of interesting, because I was talking about, like, some of you, like, you may feel like you're in the hot seat. You may feel like you're pressured. I don't feel pressured per se, but I just feel like I can't get my words out. Like, it's in my head, but I can't speak. So some of you may have an issue with that. Maybe the throat chakra will be affected during this time. Maybe my Tauruses, or if you have Taurus within your chart, you will have a hard time with speech. Maybe your speech impediment is showing up strongly during this time. Okay, just issues in regards to the speech um, disabilities, speech delays will pop up. Maybe someone suggests that you take speech classes during this time. Maybe during this time you want to learn a new language. Maybe you dream that someone is speaking in a different language. But going back to what I said, maybe for some of you, a plea bargain. Yeah. In regards to a legal situation, I feel like you may be trying to get your wishes granted. If you know someone who's in jail, maybe they're trying to get another hearing. Maybe someone's trying to get on parole. Spirit wants me to talk about Scorpios during this time. My Scorpios, I feel like you need to be mindful of what you're putting yourself in jail for. Like, maybe you are a bit hard on yourself. Maybe you're staying in circumstances that's causing for you to be limited, or you're feeling as if you're limited. Okay, maybe you're attracting a lot of people who are limited themselves, who aren't able to spread their wings. Once again, for Scorpios or people that have Scorpio within their chart, I just feel like there's this issue of, like, once again, limitation, and it's like you're being stopped. Okay, whether you may have issues of you being stopped during a traffic stop. Maybe a police officer pulls you over and they question you for some reason. For others of you, I see where you are either asking for forgiveness or you're begging in some sense, where it's like, please make this better. Please make this better. Or please make this person go away. Please bring this person back into my life. For some reason, I'm just seeing where some of you, it's like you're begging for something. Be mindful of this begging energy, okay? If you have to beg someone for something, then that's a sign within itself, and you can take that how you want to. Okay. On another note, I'm also picking up that some of you may be dealing with annoying children during this time. Your child may get in trouble at school. Okay. Or there's issues with bullying during this time as well. But a big thing that I'm picking up on is understand that there will be brighter days. Okay. Some of you, if you want to work with dogwood, you can definitely do that. Look up the spiritual benefits of dogwood. For some reason, I'm seeing that it's being encouraged for someone to work with the plant, the dogwood, during this time. Maybe you will see a lot of dogwoods as well. But yeah, just be mindful of pleading, be mindful of health, and be mindful of death as well. And you can take that sense how you want to. But good luck with everything. Alright, so the 22nd, let's see what's going on for the 22nd of January 2020 for everyone all over the world, whoever these messages resonate with. And I'm meant for what's going on for January 22nd, 2020. Okay, for some of you, you need to be mindful of choking. Maybe you are being choked during sex. Maybe you're experimenting with that. But, like, be mindful of you or someone around you choking on food. Maybe someone dies from suffocation, choking in some manner. Maybe for some of you, you feel as if a spirit is choking you. Maybe you dream of someone being choked. Okay, kind of tying into the day before of the throat chakra, like being mindful of communication, watching what you say, knowing what you say, feeling comfortable with your words. Okay, so for some of you, there that still may be an issue with the throat chakra. Okay, maybe for some of you, you aren't speaking up for yourself, or you're dealing with someone who doesn't speak up for themselves as well. I know y'all can't see that shit, but we have the Five of Cups. Okay, I'm picking up disappointment in a sense. There's either your disappointment in the following day, you're disappointed within the past, or you're disappointed when it comes to some sort of relationship that you wanted to manifest. Be mindful of cheating as well, because I keep picking up on a third party. But for some of you, if cheating is not the issue, then you or your partner or someone that you're dealing with, there may be issues in regards to the emotional self and them being emotionally unavailable. They may be distant in some way. And if you were betrayed, when it comes to love, like someone isn't really talking to you much, or like maybe this is someone from the past, and this may not necessarily have to be with love. Maybe this is family. Maybe there's distance when it comes to family. I feel like regardless of the type of distance, I feel that you're saddened by this. Some of you, you have a lot on your plate and it's hitting you heavy. Okay, maybe for some of you, you feel like a failure. All right, I just feel like there's pain on the heart. There's something weighing heavily on your heart. Maybe you've been procrastinating when it comes to particular things, and just like you are aware of all your responsibilities, you are aware of what needs to be done. Maybe you just have a lot going on, and once again, just everything is hitting you. Okay, I just feel like so far for the 21st and the 22nd, I just feel like it's going to be emotional. I feel like it's going to be emotional. For some of you, I am picking up on loss. Okay, whether this was once again an actual death, or like you're just reminiscing on the things that has happened. You're reminiscing on what you've lost, in a sense. Okay, but I'm picking up that some of you may be getting lost with the past. I feel like for the 21st, you're going to think, oh my God, I got this to do. This is how I want my future to be. But then I see you kind of getting discouraged. Like, I feel like you're going to get discouraged about the future on the 21st. And then on the 22nd, I see you looking back at the past, and I see you saying to yourself, oh, if I would have did this differently, I would have been here. Or if I didn't have sex with this person, I wouldn't be pregnant and alone, or like whatever the case may be. I just feel like many of you, like, you're just really beating yourself up about the time that you've lost, or like that you feel like you lost, about the life that you were supposed to have. So in a sense, I feel like you're mourning over something that did not happen yet. Okay, maybe for some of you, once again, you're emotional when it comes to a relationship that someone isn't all the way committed to. Maybe you're thinking about some people from the past during this time. Okay, for some of you, I am picking up on Native American heritage. Maybe there's going to be some tragedy when it comes to the Native American culture, or history of some kind. I keep picking up on some sort of ruin. Like a particular artifact is ruined now. So there may be some artifacts that belong to the Native Americans, and maybe it was stolen. Maybe once again it was ruined. And maybe this is in regards to the reservation. Maybe like there's some tragedy at the reservoirs. Okay. Also, there may be issues in regards to water stores. So within your city or state, maybe there's an emergency when it comes to water being contaminated. Maybe streams and and rivers aren't flowing as freely as they were before. Okay. Maybe this is tying into the emotional self. Maybe you feel emotionally congested during this time. Maybe you're holding a lot in. And, it's causing for you to kind of seep your pain out on other people, or it's causing for you to try to fill in voids in negative ways. Okay. Maybe for some of you, you need to be mindful of drinking during this time. Maybe you are witnessing someone going through an alcohol problem, and like I wanted to say something else. Like, Spirit wanted me to correct how I said it, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is. For some of you, there may be an issue of okay, sorry, Spirit's talking to me. But maybe for some of you, I keep picking up on like childhood, and I know I talk about childhood a lot, but childhood trauma is real. Like, it's sincerely real. All right. But I just feel like some of you, like, you're just stuck at the fact of something being lost. Maybe you lose an item. Okay. Unfortunately, I feel like the 22nd is just going to be the day of lost. In some way, some kind, or it's like you're reminiscing on things that were lost. It's a sad energy. I hate to say it like that. Sad energy. And once again, these are generals. You may not even express that. You may not even experience this, nor express this at all. But I just feel like it's just sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Okay. But I feel for many of you, like, this is more of an internal thing. Y'all took out my dreads, but I'm getting them back. I just wanted to make them a little bit bigger. But yeah, maybe for some of you, you want to better a situation. And, maybe, like, just example with me. I felt kind of bad taking out my dreads because I really liked them and I was really connected to them. But it's like, I had to unravel them to make them better, so maybe for some, and it was sad, like, the whole process was sad for me, so, maybe for some of you, it was like, you have to understand that it's okay to redo things. Okay. Don't look at it as loss. Look at it as something is redoing itself. Okay. Something is redoing itself. Okay. Let's see. For the 23rd, what's going on for January 23rd? For everyone all over the world, or whoever these messages resonate with. January 23rd. All right. I am picking up that the 22nd is going to be crucial, but I'm picking up that the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd are crucial times. Those are our cocoon moments. And everything that we experience in our cocoon moments is going to follow us in our butterfly stage. And I feel like around the 23rd, or maybe, a little bit forward, we will gain our wings of some kind. Okay. So just be mindful of how you treat your cocoon moments. Be mindful of how you treat, these challenging, I want to say challenging and difficult at the same time. But be mindful of how you are treating these obstacles and challenges during this time, because it will really let our divine God and angels, deities, spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, like, it is letting us know how we feel about the bad and the good. And sometimes they can be petty, and they're like, okay, they feel this way during the bad. What makes them deserve the good. And a lot of times that's why we suffer, longer than what we were supposed to go through, because it's like we're so focused on, oh, why is this happening to me? I don't deserve this. Why am I going through this? Instead of stopping and looking and saying, hey, I'm going through this for a reason. This is my cocoon state when it comes to a particular aspect that I am asking for growth in. So, we are going to have to be smart and acknowledge the fact that we are moving. Okay, it isn't going to be sunshines and rainbows all the damn time. Like, we have to appreciate the dark, and that's why it's so important, to understand your demons, to understand, like, shadow work is important. Like, it really, really is important. It's like we ask for something, but it's like we want the sugar-coated fairy tale side of it. And life really doesn't work that way. If it worked for you, then great. Congratulations on this lifetime, okay? But, we have to be realistic about what we ask for. We have to understand the good, the bad, and in between. We have to be okay with that. For some of you, I feel like the 23rd is going to be a very sensitive time when it comes to your aura and when it comes to your spiritual self. Maybe you are hearing a lot of spirits during this time. Maybe you're feeling things. Maybe you are aware of the change of environment. That's what spirit wanted me to say. Maybe you're going into a different environment and you are experiencing the changes. Like you're noticing the change, like the shift. You're noticing the difference of shift. God, I can talk. Maybe for some of you, like when you go into a particular home, once again, like you just feel the shift. Maybe for some of you, you feel the climate change. Maybe there's a big drop or an increase when it comes to the climate. Okay, I just feel like many of you, like, you're going to be very sensitive when it comes to your antennas, your spiritual antennas during this time. And I feel like, I can't tell you how you need to feel, but try not to be afraid. Like, we are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings. And that's okay. Okay? We are just a spirit going through a human experience. That's honestly what we're going through. And I just feel like some of you, like, that's been an issue with you, where it's like you lost sight of that. Like you lost sight of your purpose. You lost sight of reincarnation. You lost the sight of understanding lessons and turbulence, in order for you to make positivity for the next life to come. I just feel like many of us lost sight of that. And it's like, I feel like for some reason, maybe for right now, or maybe just the 23rd, we're getting this wake-up call in a sense. But the card that we have is the King of Cups. Okay, I am picking up that this is a rescue coming for some of you. There's going to be a change. Okay, I'm picking up two things. There's going to be a change that's either settling things for you, or it's startling you. I heard the word settling, but I got it in two different vibrations. The first one was like, okay, things are coming together. Things are falling into place. I'm feeling like steady right now. That's the first thing I got. But the second vibe that I got was like, you're shaken up by it. You're frightened in a sense. But for some reason, they use the word settling. Okay, so it can go either or. For some of you, when it comes to ships, maybe even airplane travel, be mindful about that, because there may be issues in regards to rockiness. Maybe for some of you, there may be issues with earthquakes during this time. Maybe potholes, or like when the earth caves in. Be mindful of stuff like that during this time. Okay. Maybe for others of you there, once again, I know I talked about this in the previous days, but there may be an issue with like water, hurricane, but it's like it's coming up. Like there's talks of it. Whether it has made news headlines, or like people and meteorologists behind the scenes, like they're saying, okay, this looks like a hurricane is forming, but we aren't gonna take it seriously. Maybe it's going to go the opposite direction of us. You know, whatever the case may be, I just feel like there may be an issue of a hurricane's coming, maybe even a tornado. Okay. I'm also picking up that some of you need to make sure that things are even. So be mindful of even exchanges during this time. Make sure you aren't burning the candle at both ends. For some of you, if you are into candle magic, maybe you're lighting too many candles during this time. Okay. The angels are saying for some of you, just stick with 2 for right now. You're wishing too much, and this is causing for your energy to like become very scattered. For right now, it's best for those who are into candle magic. It's best for you to just have either 1 or 2. The max is 2. Okay, for right now, and maybe within the following days, things will be different. But for right now, with the way the environment is and the way that the universe is, things are just really, really scattered. And everyone in their right frame of mind is even trying to make sense and trying to feel stable within themselves. Okay, so yeah, be mindful about that as well. On another note, maybe for some of you, oops, sorry about that. Maybe for some of you, there's going to be an issue in regards to, once again, like you having a lot on your plate. But I feel like for some of you, like you're mastering your responsibilities. You're mastering what's on your plate. It's like you finish things out. It's like you eat all your mashed potatoes, you eat all your cornbread, you eat all your meat, and it's like, hopefully that was a good really, that was a good analogy. I don't feel like it was, but yeah, I just feel like you aren't overstuffing yourself. Like you have good proportion on things, and it's like you have a good control on what you need to eat, what you need to do, and it's like you don't feel overburied, you don't feel overload when it comes to responsibilities. So hopefully that makes more sense. But for some of you, yeah, I just feel like, you feel as if you're getting back on track. Like, you know what you need to do. There's more stability within your life during this time. All right. But for others of you, be mindful of alcoholism during this time, or it's like you're trying to drown out your sorrows with an outside substance. Okay. For some of you, you may still be drowning in your emotions. If you aren't taking this cocoon stage seriously, I feel like you will be the ones who will be drowning in your emotions. Okay? And I feel like the 23rd is going to be a big indicator of how you've been handling things and how your divine God and angels feel about you during this time. If you're still suffering and trying to ponder and feel as if like you're just trying to like just, I don't know, like I keep picking up on the word like just scavenge around. Like if you feel this way, then know that you haven't been taking your cocoon stage seriously. But if like you're getting back on track, like you're feeling pretty good, even though there's a lot going on, but it's like you are prioritizing things a bit better, then you've been taking your cocoon stage seriously and you're handling it well. But yeah, I feel like on the 23rd, once again, like there's this reflection, like you're being shown how you're doing, or you're being shown how someone feels about you. Maybe you're being shown a spirit that wants to talk to you. Okay. Spirits can show themselves in many ways. They can show you themselves through visions. They can show you themselves as if you can view another person. They can show you themselves on TV. They can show you themselves, or like you can hear their name on the radio, on TV, whatever the case may be. I just feel like you're being shown something, okay? And I feel like it's going to be eye-opening, and I feel like it's going to be life-changing regardless of how you take it, all right? Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything, and I shall see you guys next video. Take care. Bye.